Welcome back to the Dropout 704 podcast. You were here with your host, Semaj Sinclair, and today we got a real special guest, man. We got a treat, man. We got the one, the only, D Rice in the building. Let's get it, my boy. So, D Rice, you go by? Are we dropping your government on here, or are you
No,
you
we can
keeping it D Rice?
keep it D Rice.
All right, cool. So, here, I guess we should start with how you and I know one another.
I mean, I think I can. Obviously, we met through the gym.
Yeah.
At Triumph.
Through some of that MMA stuff,
MMA
man.
stuff. And I saw you actually. I don't remember. This was the first time that, like, if you saw me, but I remember seeing you for the first time. You were already in the cage and you were sparring. I was like, "Who is this little guy? He is going ham in there. He is just swinging, man."
That's funny.
And it was just like the pink gloves because you had the pink gloves.
Yeah.
I know that I always remember him because he has the pink gloves, and that you were just. I don't know who you were sparring, but you were giving him the business.
Hey, that's funny.
And
yeah, man. Shout out to Triumph.
Yeah.
A lot of good guys over there.
TFA, Avery, Coach Chase, the guys.
How'd you end up at Triumph?
I was originally at another gym called Core. It was up near Matthews, and I was it was when I was like heard through the grapevine. One of the guys I was working with at the other gym, because I was strictly doing jujitsu at the time, and he was telling me, sometimes I go to this gym called Triumph. It's in Indian land. I go there sometimes, but I'm not teaching here, wrestling and so on and so forth. So I just took him up on that one day. It was Ryan Camp, by the way. The guy I'm talking about is Ryan Camp. Shout out to Ryan. Ryan Camp told me about Triumph because he goes there sometimes to row with some of those guys. So one day I just had some time and I just went down there, and lo and behold, that little did I know that's where I was gonna be spending the rest of my time.
Nice.
And trying to fight. So
heck yeah. Hey, real quick, you want to switch your headphones, like turn them the other way? The wire is just touching the mic a little bit.
It's pinging. It's pinging.
Yeah, a little bit. But no, that's perfect, bro. That's what's up, dude. So obviously you were a wrestler before you got into fighting.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, that's what I was doing. I've been wrestling for probably about 7 years now. I started in high school, started late. I was one of those kids that started late, and I was one of those kids that wrestled because it was supposed to make you a better football player. For like every high school coach tells the kids that, you want to get better at football, go wrestle. And I was one of those guys. And I started my junior year in high school, and it kind of all she wrote from there. Had a pretty, I say a short, successful career. Went on to be a 2-time state qualifier, state champion my last year, and high school All-American. And then that opened the door to college, because originally I was never going to go to college. Little personal tidbit here. I didn't think I was smart enough to go to college. At where I was in my life, I was down on myself, was not as confident as I had liked to be. Very confident now, believe in myself a lot more, but didn't think I was smart enough to go to college, so college was never in the books for me. But the sport of wrestling kind of opened that door, giving me a scholarship to all these different schools. And so, that's what I went on to college, wrestled for about 5 years. COVID happened, so they gave us that extra year, 5 years, and 2-time NCAA qualifier, and a bunch of other things that I don't really care to talk about.
Yeah.
I really hate talking about me. Kind of defeats the purpose of the podcast, but I really hate talking about me.
Hey, today's the day, man. We're talking about you, man.
But
so you said you started late. Around when? Like
literally my junior year of high school.
Yeah, okay.
Didn't wrestle. So I knew a little bit about wrestling. A couple of my brothers were wrestlers before me, and we obviously rolled around, but I didn't really get into it until my junior year because I wanted to get better at football. Because I knew usually your junior year is like, you got to lock it in, have a decent year, and then solidify it your senior year if you want to make it to those schools that you want to make it to. So I knew that was the time to get serious about something and get better at something over the last 2 years.
So do you find yourself liking football more than, wrestling more than football?
Absolutely, because I feel like I've always been a decent football player, but wrestling was where I was able to shine and stand out, because wrestling is one of those, it's depending on where you're at, it's a team sport, but it's really individual because you train together, obviously you do all this, train together, all that stuff together, but when you're in the mat, you're by yourself, and it's up to you to, either win or get pinned or however. So it really instilled in me confidence and belief. So that's why I'm so grateful, because it's really saved my life. Because I said I wasn't going to school. Cause I don't know where I would have been if I didn't go to college. I don't know what I would have been doing if I didn't wrestle. I really don't, to be honest. So I'm very grateful for the sport.
So when you first started wrestling, right? Because like you said, you went on to do a lot of things within the sport. When you first started, were you a natural at it, or were you one of those kids who
I think
had it hard, especially because you
no, I
came
think
late to this?
I picked it up pretty fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, to the point where, like, because I wasn't starting my junior year. I was starting I think I started my senior year. My junior year, there was a guy in front of me. He had been wrestling for a while. His name is Jose Vasquez. Yeah, Jose Vasquez. They called him Big Jose. And, he was a guy. And I was just there to learn, soak it up is all I could, and hopefully be ready to at least get a match or two, the next year as a starter. But it actually came a lot sooner. I started that year because he broke his hand. He had
Oh.
broke his hand during a practice between me and him. And I don't I have my own thoughts about why, because he broke his hand, in my opinion, from what I remember, out of frustration. Because we were going at it, and I was just learning. I was learning fast. I was picking up on it fast, and I guess I wasn't supposed to be able to take him down so soon, and that's what I did. And they were just teaching me the blast double, the good old drop your level, run through somebody. Blast. What I do now, and now
Hmm.
I'm really good at it now. That's what they were teaching me, and I just hit him with it that one day, and he got up and punched the wall. Man, I was like, man. So he couldn't wrestle, dislocated or fractured
Oh
wrist or
man.
whatever, and I had to step up.
Yeah.
And we actually won a team state title that year.
Mm.
I had to wrestle the returning, I think he was a two-timer, heavyweight national champion in the finals, because it was a team duel, so it was a team championship. And I had to go out there and just not get pinned. This guy's good. There's no chance I was going to win. Just don't get pinned. And I was preparing to win.
Yeah.
I was preparing to win. I didn't care about none of what my coach was saying. I just wanted to beat this guy, the guy that can't be beat. I want to beat this guy. And I did beat that guy. I did. He definitely beat me, but I did get pinned, and we
Okay.
won. And we
Nice.
won. But I
Nice.
did beat that
Nice.
guy. Kumari Jackson. I'll never forget it. Kumari Jackson. And it's funny. After that match, at some point later on down the road, he told me that I was going to be the next guy. I was going to be the next guy, just based off that first time of us wrestling and that dual championship. He was saying that I was going to be the next one up. I could win it. And so,
Was he older than you at the time?
the guy I wrestled, or that teammate of mine?
The guy you wrestled.
Yeah, he was like a year or two older than me. Yeah,
Okay.
he was on his senior year. He was
Okay.
on the way out. So yeah. Yeah, man. So I knew then, if he saw something, then there's got to be something there.
Yeah.
There's got to be something there, and I'm trying to find out what that is, and I sure as heck found out. So
Yeah.
yeah.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah, man. Wrestling's one of those sports where it's so much work, but it also feels like one of the most rewarding sports.
I think it's in the moment, it's not, depending on what it is, but in the moment, it's not like you just got done training for 2.5 hours. You and your teammates literally trying to kill each other, and and you just go eat, and you go shower, and then you go to class.
Yep.
And I was but it sucks. Why am I doing this? But when you win that first match, in front of all those people, in front of all those friends, in front of your parents, thousands of people screaming your name, it is so worth it. To
100%.
know that all these hours of my teammate beating my butt, or I'm beating his butt, it's I finally get a win. I get a win. I win, and I win in the biggest way possible. It's so rewarding.
Yeah, 100%. I also, I really, a lot of people say they see I'm always grinding, I'm always whatever, and 100% I'm it's from wrestling practice, bro. Because I tell people that wrestling makes everything else easier,
It does.
and it's because you could be in the middle of a wrestling practice right now, so anything else in life is just easier in comparison. You know what I'm saying?
And what I've learned is it makes me at times it makes me feel like I'm crazy. When they're you've been working 7 days a week for 3 weeks. and you had a day off. This is nothing. This is easy. I wrestled. This is nothing. To them, it's like the hardest thing in the world. And I'm just like, no, it's because I wrestle. Like, this is just so easy to me. Yeah, it's easy because I've wrestled. I feel like this is nothing in comparison to what I went through for like 7 years of, coaches yelling in your ear, telling you to pick it up, and you've been trying to pick it up for 45 minutes, teammates on your back, not to mention your teammate weighs 280 something pounds, and you have to haul him up a hill or drag him across the room or get some type of suicide drill done. It's these day-to-day routines as an adult when you're working a certain amount of hours. It's nothing. It's not hard. So it makes me feel like, am I crazy? Or they just haven't been through what I've been through. That's why it doesn't seem easy to them. Because it's easy to me.
Yeah.
It's nothing. And there's levels, I feel like a high school wrestler couldn't say that because they haven't wrestled in college. But they understand a little bit. But like there's levels to everything. And a college wrestler couldn't say this thing it shouldn't be easy because they haven't been on a world team or an Olympic team. I just think there's levels to, there's different levels of hard. Like it's this hard to me because I ain't done this. And it's this hard to me because I ain't done that. It's just, there's levels.
So earlier we were chopping it up and you were telling me about how essentially you had a lot of change happen in about a year or so?
About a year.
Yeah, in about a year. So kind of walk me through that. Where were you? Where did you want to be? And how did you get to where you are now?
Well, pretty much my last year of school, I was getting my master's degree, and I don't know if anyone's ever like told anyone this. It's like, I feel like they have, but like you don't really understand how hard it is or the difficulty of it is until you're in it. Like getting my master's degree in a year. Like I think the normal rate is like 2 years, 2 to 3 years to get a master. I'm not 100% sure, but I know it's not a year. I did it in a year, and that was very hard. And another reason why I think going to work, it's not as easy because I did that, but very hard. And I was just like, I got to the point where I'm like, I don't know if I can do this. This is maybe I've kind of bit off more than I can chew here. But obviously I did it. It got done. And when I got out, I was looking for a job. And I felt like I shouldn't be looking for a job with these 2 degrees that I have. And jobs should be coming to me, wanting me. Like that's that ridiculous thought that they're going to come hunting you down. Because like they know when you graduated. Like they know when you got your piece of paper. But I was applying and I was just wasn't getting the job that I wanted to get. And I had to work a job I didn't want to work for 6 months. And I had to, very grateful, but I had to live with people, a lot of people, because that's all I could afford. They were giving me a really good rate. So I was living with a bunch of people that at the time I didn't really care to live with. It was just a lot mentally I had going on, and I didn't want to put it on them, and they put themselves on me. And so I lost my train of thought.
So that's interesting. You said you got your master's in a year. How were you doing it online?
I was doing it. I was on campus at the school. It was at Newberry. I got it at Newberry College. Shout out to Newberry. Master's program, really, really, really good. I was doing it. All the classes were online, but I was on campus because I still had another year to wrestle. So I was wrestling. So on top of that, I was wrestling and then pursuing this degree. And so I think they kind of weed through all the extra BS that I can remember. It's like I took only the classes or the courses that were necessary. I didn't do all these filler classes. You know how you got your main core classes and you take PE and you take this and you take that. No, we just did these. And that's what you need anyway to graduate anything. So I did the core stuff in order to, I didn't do all this extra stuff. Strictly that, and I think that's why it happened so fast. I didn't have to take all these extra classes that I really didn't need or didn't count towards certification. I think that's why it happened so fast. And then, so yeah, I was wrestling on top of that. And then when like I said, I got out and it was just like, I couldn't find a job. It was just hard. And I met someone at the time and we're still together now. And I was like, I just want to be able to provide. I want to be able to help and all this other stuff, but I can't do that with no job, or with this job that I have currently, it ain't doing what I want to do, and I'm not living where I want to live. So what do I have to do? You know, but I got an opportunity finally hit my plate. It had nothing to do with my degree, but I turned out to like it, and I'm still working there now. I was coaching a little on the side at core up in Matthews, just to scratch an itch, you know, still get to wrestle, still get to roll. And it helped me a little bit financially, but it still wasn't something I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to fight. That's something I've been thinking about since 2020, since COVID happened.
So 2020, where were you at that point?
I was in college. I was sophomore in college. Yes, sophomore in college. And COVID happened. So the season got shortened, and we were then blessed with another. This year didn't count towards blase. So we got that extra year, but everything was quarantined. You had to get a freaking Q-tip shoved up your nose, and wrestling just really wasn't the same, you know.
So what was going on? Like, were you watching the UFC at that time? Like,
I was watching UFC.
Was there a specific fighter, like, time in the UFC? Like, for a lot of people, you know, it's McGregor. They had that. The McGregor had his reign, and people were like, yo, this UFC stuff's pretty cool.
It's DC, man. I've always been a fan of DC, man.
Okay.
Daniel Cormier.
That makes sense, especially coming from your wrestling
I
background.
love him. That dude's awesome. I think he's a great sportsman. He's a good human being for what I've seen. And, you know, he's a former two-time division champ. So who wouldn't want to try to be that, and coming from that background that we both have in common. So I think once that COVID happened, where I started thinking about other things. Because, like, all right, there's a chance I'm going to be able to wrestle. Again, I don't know how long this COVID thing is going to happen. I got to find something else to do. And, like, what if wrestling just don't work out for me? I don't have the success that I want to have in it. What am I going to do? And that's when I was like, this fight thing seems pretty promising. People are always going to see a fight, you know. And I also found out, like, you know, like there's not pro wrestlers unless you're thinking WWE. There's not a lot of money in that, you know. I was thinking, like, what can I do? Can I do something that I love and make money, make a living off of it? You know, what can I do? And this fighting thing seemed promising. And so, yeah, got into that.
So were there people around you when you first were like, yeah, I'm going to get into fighting? Were they like, fighting? What, man?
What, man?
Or was everyone pretty much like, you know?
It was the total opposite, honestly. It's where I met my best friend, one of my best friends. His name's Peyton. Shout out to my buddy Peyton. He's a up-and-coming rapper, man. He's doing actually really well. But he was there when I first, that's how we kind of bonded over the UFC fighting. He knew a little bit more about it than I did at the time. And he's actually been in my corner in the last two fights. So if you go back and look at, he's been in my corner in the last two fights. So he was the total opposite. He said, dude, I think you can do it. Why not? I don't see why not. This guy wrestled, that guy wrestled. He's a champion. Why can't you do it? It was the total opposite.
Yeah.
He said,
you met him where?
Through school, at school.
Was he also a wrestler? Or?
No, he was a lacrosse player. He played lacrosse.
So how'd you guys cross paths?
My roommate at the time, he was friends with. So I met like a social kind of gathering. He came over around the first day of school started, and then we met through that. And then that Saturday, the UFC was on, and we watched it, and we found out that we had similar interests. And he said, yeah, dude, you can do it. Why not? So, yeah, he's a real one.
That's awesome, dude.
He's a real one.
That's awesome. So then, all right, so we're going through the story, right? High school, football player, starts wrestling because you want to stay in shape, you know, classic story. Doing the wrestling, falling in love with it, going to college, still wrestling, getting some extra time in college for wrestling, being interested in fighting. And then is the first gym you went to Triumph?
No, I actually went to Modern Warrior.
Modern Warrior.
Triumph. And it was before I even wanted to fight. I just went over there just to check it out. I had no idea, you know, that Brian Battles would be coming out of there, and Keith Rockstar Richardson and Killer B and all these, you know, proclaimed superstars or on the rise superstars, man. I had no idea about any of that. So that was my first gym. And this is just my opinion. I think everyone has their gym. Everyone has their niche, their people that they work best with. Doesn't mean these other people are bad and they suck. You know, that's not my cup of tea. That's not what's, in my opinion, going to make me get better at what I'm trying to do. And I felt like when I went to Modern Warrior, there were a lot of guys who were previous fighters, or they were already savages, and Keith and everyone else were there to just like get it out of them. They were like either getting back on the horse and they fell off. They took some years off and they're getting back. But it wasn't, to me personally, what I felt, it wasn't like, teach me. It was more like, you remember, just show you a few things. All right, now, they just start killing each other. They just start hitting each other, beating on each other. It was just like a war room. And that Triumph, they were really developing me, trying to get to know me, and making sure that I was ready by the time my first fight, came around. So, but I still think they have a great gym, and it suits a particular athlete, a particular fighter. It just didn't suit me.
Yeah.
But I still think they're great. I still go over there for rolls and little spar sessions. Now that I'm ready for that. But it felt like that's what I was getting into before I even learned to kick or anything.
Yeah.
So
yeah, man, that's the thing about MMA, man. Sometimes you go to certain places where they're like, "Hey, we're throwing you to the wolves."
Yeah,
you know what I'm
I
saying?
was like, I'm not ready.
You're like, hey, I haven't even fought. They're like, hey, but you're the size of this guy.
Exactly.
He's a professional.
Yeah.
Get on in there.
Straight up, it's like, you're big, you look strong, yeah, get in there. That's literally what it was.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, man, this ain't it.
Yeah. So then, how'd you hear about Triumph?
Like I said, through my buddy Ryan. And so I actually had an event at Triumph before I ever went. It was a grappling match against Kerry Miller, a former D1 wrestler at App State, and I think now he's a pro MMA fighter. So shout out to Kerry. I ain't forgot about you, buddy. I actually want a rematch. I'm a lot better now.
Yeah, here, say Carrie right now. We got it on you. It's you and Carrie. Let them know.
Kerry, I want my rematch, man. I'm a lot better now. A lot better. I want my rematch.
Oh yeah. He's coming for you, Carrie.
You heard it. All love. But I had an event at Triumph, and I saw how the way they set up the gym for the event and how like supportive they were, because I didn't win that one, and how supportive they were of me and Kerry, the winner. Like, I was like, I kind of want to be here. I kind of want to see what this place is about. I keep hearing stuff about it. I seen pictures and stuff, so I showed up one day and they embraced me open arms. So yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I whenever I went into Triumph, that's one thing I did realize was the energy there, the atmosphere was super cool. I mean, you know, even you, all the dudes there, everyone was just really chill. You know, Avery, because I've heard about Avery before, and just someone saying like, "Oh yeah, Avery, the guy who owns this gym, blah blah blah." So when you hear about every gym owner I've known personally has been middle-aged or older, you know what I'm saying?
I would say he's pretty young.
Yeah, when I saw him, I was like, oh, what the heck? This dude's like, he's like a bro.
So like low key, he's like one of the homeboys.
Yeah.
He's not my coach.
Yeah, it was kind of different, but super cool, super chill gym. Everyone there was really vibey, bro. So that's awesome.
Love to hear that, man.
So how long you been there so far?
Dude, I've been there since April of this year. I ain't been there that long, but it feels like it.
Okay, so how long you been training?
That's even crazier. I've only been training for since April. So
Okay.
when I got there is when I started training. So a couple of months, 2-0. Got some knockouts out there. I'm just like I said, I'm trying to get my next fight. I wish Fight For would hit me up. Fight For 26, man, December 13th. Wish y'all hit me up.
Yeah. So you said you're 2-0 right now, right?
Yeah.
So what were the feelings going into your first fight?
Nerves, a lot of nerves, but not nerves that I wasn't ready. It was nerves of like, I don't know how I'm gonna react. Like I know if he does this, I can do this, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that. What if I do something else and that's gonna mess me up? Like it was like I was nervous because I didn't know how I'm gonna react.
Like
to
the unknown.
To the exchanges.
Yeah.
You know, how am I gonna feel when I get hit? Am I gonna feel anything? Is it gonna be like practice? But it was the total opposite, dude. It was like to the point like I don't even think it's weird. Like even sometimes when I used to wrestle, it's like I'm having an odd out of body experience. It's like I'm watching me. It's gonna sound weird. Like I'm watching me wrestle. Like I'm having some type of it's not me wrestling. It's like
Yeah, You go in the flow state.
Flow, yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Yeah, it's not me. It's like someone else is doing all these things. Oh my God, I'm doing it. Cool, whatever. Let's go. Let's go. So yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah.
If it's like this, it's gonna be good. This is good.
Okay. So, as a heavyweight, do you ever find it hard to find bodies that you need for like training partners? Just because usually gyms only have so many. You know what I'm saying? Like at Triumph, you got bodies that are the ideal size for you.
I think for me, it's more like it's not the body; it's the experience. I'm so experienced in wrestling to where this guy is an excellent kickboxer. Like this dude's an excellent kickboxer. He could be my size, but I'm always going to catch his kick, and I'm always going to throw him on the ground. So I would like to have more partners that are like more grappler savvy. So I have to stand up and I have to exchange punches, like forcing me to do things that I really don't want to do. Because if I ain't got to throw a punch, I won't. I'll just take you down, sub you, or I take you down and TKO you. Like, but if I can get someone, so it's never really the size of the body. It's just having someone who is just as experienced as I am in this profession to keep me honest in these other aspects of mixed martial arts.
Got you.
But like we spoke before, Avery's pretty young, so I always get to roll with him. He's pretty good. Yeah. Honestly, he's got horrendous leg kicks. Oh my God. I don't think he knows how hard he's kicking sometimes. But also, I feel like I don't have the best gear in the world. I need to get some more. I need to get better shin.
Yeah, you do got them.
A little lighter. Oh man. But that was the only thing I could afford, man, at the time. I need to get some.
You get the heavy duty.
The heavy duty ones.
The heavy duty ones, I'll say they improved my game because with the cloth ones, even though it is more realistic, I was getting hurt so much that I was more reluctant to like try things with my kicks. Because I'd land on an elbow, I'd get checked, I'd whatever. Yes. And that sucks.
Yeah. They think like, oh man, he said, man, did you feel that? I said, yeah, every bit of it. This is just for looks. It's doing nothing for me. Yeah. I'm feeling all these kicks.
That's funny.
Like the padding is done, bro.
You think you'll ever take a kickboxing fight? Just for the challenge? I could see you being a great boxer too.
Yeah, I feel like I'd do a boxing match before I do a kickboxing match. I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah. I don't know. It'll be obviously after. I feel like it'd be after I'm done fighting. It'd be like some Jake Paul versus it'd be one of them like super matches just to make some money. You know, I don't think it'd be anything like career oriented.
So overall with the fights, right, you're trying to go pro. UFC's the place you want to be?
Definitely the place I want to be. Who doesn't want to be? Yeah. Who doesn't want to be in the UFC? But if I'm being really honest, I just want to... I think Mark Kerr said it. Mark Kerr said it on I think he was on a JRE podcast, actually. Irony in that. He was... have this overwhelming sense of just being enough. Like, I won't be enough until I make it there. Or I don't feel like I've done enough until I've gone that high. Yeah. And Mark Kerr was like, he said, I was just trying to be enough. And that's, I feel the same way.
That's what you want to do. Yeah. Hey, bro, I think you could do it, man.
He sounds just like my homeboy. I think 25 years ago, he said the same thing. I think you can fight, man. Yeah. Here we are, man. We're doing it.
So, what are the things, like you said, before you were wrestling, you didn't feel like you had the confidence that you have now? What is it about the wrestling room, just your personal journey, things that happened along the way? Where do you think that you were able to find that confidence?
I really think it was just doing something really difficult that I knew a lot of people wouldn't do, and I did it. Like it was that I did what most others won't do, and I think wrestling for one has grown a lot since even when I started. And we got all these superstars: Jordan Burroughs, Kyle Dake, Gable Stevenson, all these powerhouses, Wyatt Henderson. We got all these models to look up to now, and they made the sport so good. But with all that, I just think me, and especially my family. Like, I feel like I was the only college athlete in my family, so I think that's where a lot of because none of my siblings have done this, anything remote. You know, none of my siblings have done anything.
Are you the eldest, youngest, middle?
I'm the second youngest, but I am the biggest. This is everyone. It's kind of like me. Like, but I'm the second youngest. You know.
Yeah.
So,
mentioning family, you know, I especially as I grow, mature, family becomes very important to me. Something I value. Would you say your family helped shape you into the person that you are today, and if so, in which ways? Or are you more one of those people who think that you found your way throughout life when I maybe, you know, flew the coop, got away from the crib and found yourself outside of that?
it was a little bit of both. It was like seeing certain things growing up I probably shouldn't have seen, and then leaving and realizing, because I learned something else, like I learned something new. Oh, that was actually bad. I didn't know that was bad then. I just knew it was different. Like, oh, what's that? I don't know. And then I left, and I looked back. Oh my God, that wasn't supposed to happen. I wasn't supposed to go through that. I wasn't supposed to do that. But because of that, it did kind of shape me. It did kind of mold me. I have these certain habits and these certain innate decisions I make from time to time because of certain things that happened in my past and revolved around family.
Yeah.
So in a way, yeah, family did shape me, did mold me. But I think it didn't really hit me until I left. I left the coop and then looked back to review.
Yeah. You still spend a lot of time going back with family? I know you said you're originally from Georgia.
No, I don't. Especially now since I'm on my own. I'm literally on my own. Like I'm going to see my mom for Christmas this year, but I'm not leaving for Thanksgiving. I'm here now. Yeah, I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. And I know we spoke off camera. I got a little family I'm trying to raise, essentially. Yeah. So my priority, I do have to say, is with them. It's kind of revolving around them. And I still keep in contact, try to communicate, but there's so much that I'm trying to do. And I've done a lot in a short amount of time. And I feel like, in a way, they're being sacrificed in order for me to do these things that I'm doing. And so I do try to communicate, reach out, but I don't get to see them as often as I like.
Yeah. So you mentioned the family you're building for yourself.
Ooh, yeah.
What does family mean to you? And when you say you're building, you're providing, like, what is it that you really want to provide for your family?
I feel like that's such a complex answer, but not really. But it's such a. For me, I just want to be provided. To provide the things I didn't have, like, because I'm never, like, my thing is, like, I'm never going to teach. I'm not going to say never, but my goal isn't to teach my kid all the things that I've learned. I'm going to teach my kid and my family the things that I was never taught. By nature, they're going to end up knowing things that I know, but I'm going to show them things that was never shown to me. I have the ability to speak on that now and show them and share that with them, because I had to learn the hard way and figure it out for myself.
Yeah. What are like some lessons that you think you learned the hard way?
Just because they're blood, it doesn't make them family. To me, it just makes them related. Family is the ones that actually love you, that care about you. In a way, sacrifice maybe some of their happiness so that you're happy. But just because they're blood, that doesn't make them family. It makes you related.
Feel that. Yeah, I saw something that said family is like the people who you choose.
Yes, it's who chooses you and who you choose. Yeah. 100%. Yeah. They don't make you feel like an obligation. Well, you're my blood, so I got to do this. Yeah. No, I want to do this. Whether you're my blood or not, I want to do this.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I feel like you see that a lot.
Yeah, like it's crazy.
You see it a lot with
And
families.
off what we spoke on, like, I want to do what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to.
Yeah.
I want to.
Mm-hmm. 100%. Yeah, man, that's a special thing, especially when you find the people who want to do things with you, be there for you, and all that, and it's a beautiful thing to build, man. I think that in today's society, something we miss a lot of is that community aspect.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like people don't connect like they used to.
I know. It's these damn phones, man.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. Everybody says it. They're like, it's that damn phone.
It's
And
that damn
it's
phone,
like,
dude.
nah. Then now you get a little older, you're like, it might be that phone. That phone might have something to do with it.
AI is here, man. AI is here. Gonna keep us real entertained.
What are your thoughts on AI?
I think it's a tool like anything. Too much of something is bad for you.
Yeah.
Too much of something is bad for you, but at the end of the day, it's a tool that's meant to help you. But
Yeah, do you utilize it?
I only when I'm like looking something up, but I rarely ever use AI. Or if I use it, I don't know, because sometimes it's in your phone already, and or say generated by AI or powered by. Like I don't know. Like sometimes I'm using it, I don't know.
Yeah.
And sometimes I deliberately like I'm gonna go to ChatGPT because I want to know what, and it'll just pull stuff for me. Because really, AI is just pulling information from all over different places and compiling it and getting it to you.
Yeah.
It's not like it's curating, like it's just pulling answers from different places and
It's
getting
like
it to you.
really optimal
It's a supercomputer.
Googling.
It's a supercomputer. It's a supercomputer.
Yeah, there's so much AI. Google itself has its own AI.
Except like when you get on like the they're coming out with music now. That's obviously they're making that. They're curating that and making that. But as far as like information, they're just pulling that thing. But yeah, has anyone not seen Terminator? Has anyone not seen any of those movies? It started like this.
Yeah.
An AI artificial software that learned that it was alive and it wanted to stay alive. And it was smart enough to download itself into something else just in case they kill it.
Yeah.
Like there's no one watch these movies. Like,
so do you trust AI, or you think it's a good tool, or you think we're better off without it? If you could go back in time,
it's like a love-hate. It's like a love-hate.
And get rid of AI. Do you get rid of it because it's better for humanity, or what?
You know, it's funny. I feel like it's no different than us trying to get to the moon landing. If we don't do it, if we don't make it, someone else will. So it doesn't matter if I go back and get rid of it. It's going to find its way. It may be years from when it originally happened, but it's going to be here, and it may be in the hands of the Soviets or Russia or this, like they made it, or like China. Like it doesn't really matter what I think, because it's here.
Yeah,
and it's here to stay, buddy. It's definitely here to stay now. And they're making new versions of stuff, and days on end. Like it's smart. It's really smart.
Yeah.
But I think it's all in the hand of the user. Like, I don't really want to get into this topic. It's such a sensitive topic for certain people.
AI?
No, I wanted to compare it. I'm making an analogy, like the Bible.
Okay.
So you have the devil, Jesus and the devil. Like, the devil has the same information that we do. It's all about how we perceive it. The devil's trying to pull you away from the Lord and distract you and give you temptation and stuff like that. Make you feel some certain way about this and a certain way about that. It's all on the user. So I feel like AI is a tool, and it just depends on who's using it. Are they going to use it for the right reasons, or are they going to manipulate it, contort it, and next you know we're all enslaved?
Yeah.
I know I'm getting out that reason out there, but like, it's crazy.
You never know.
Elon, Tesla robots, like it's crazy. Yeah. All that stuff is crazy.
You said something, I guess it piqued my interest. You said it's such a sensitive time to talk about it. You think it's a sensitive time to talk about like, just the Bible in general?
Especially this time, yeah. I think this time. Maybe not so back in the day, but this time it's because, and everyone does, but everybody's so opinionated everyone has their own beliefs. Everybody has their own insights and tea on things. And it goes back. It's to the point people are dying over these beliefs. People are getting killed over what they believe. And I think that is insane.
Mm-hmm.
You believe what you believe, great. You don't need to die. I'm not going to kill you because you believe this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or it's crazy, dude.
Yeah, man. You know, me personally, I not too long ago, I started putting out music that's more faith-based and stuff like that. And it felt like I did it at the time where the world was just like Christianity and there's beef happening, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that definitely how do I explain it, man? That definitely threw me off. It felt like it made it feel more important, you know, because it was like, oh wow, some people really
They need
might
this
hate
now
you for
more
this.
than some people need it now more ever. And some people like, we do not need this right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it was, but what's also interesting is I feel there's a bunch of people who I felt like were super supportive. There's like this middle ground, right? There's a Venn diagram. There's a perfect middle ground. There's a bunch of people who were super supportive, and then there's a bunch of people who were like, that had like a visceral reaction to it. And then there's this nice little middle ground, but because there's the visceral reaction, but even the supportive, there's this like support from people who are like saying things I don't claim. You know what I'm saying? Like the extreme.
I know you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
They're like, yeah, I'll see them in my comments, and sometimes they're like, yeah, I love this, and I'll click on their page, and I'm like, oh man, like, wow, yeah, and you know, it made me not take it personal if people were like, man, I don't want to hear no religious Jesus God stuff, blah blah blah, because you know, when you look around at certain people who are like, I grew up in a church.
Yeah.
Some people in a church are wild, bro. You know what I'm saying? Some people in a church make you feel like that's the last place you want to be. So dude, I definitely understand it, and that's kind of why I decided to make the music I make and do it the way I do it, because I'm trying to show people like, hey, that's not the only way. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, I think that a lot of times those are the voices that are the loudest.
Yeah.
That are a little trippy. Dude, but what's your relation with it? You grow up in church?
I didn't grow up in church. We prayed, you know. We said grace before dinner a lot of the time, but we didn't go to church. It wasn't until I was like in my teens. You know, the teens are the rebellious years, and I didn't know where I stood on my beliefs and whatnot. And my mom at the time she was just like, "We're going to church, whether you like it or not." And so I like, you know how they like, don't do that or don't touch that button. You want to touch that button, and if they make you do something, you don't want to do it. Like, yeah, you better take out the trash. I mean, I was, but now I ain't finna do it.
Yeah.
Because you told me. And so she was like making me, she was like, we're going to church whether you like it or not. Oh, I don't like it. I don't want to go. Well, all of a sudden we going to church? All of a sudden we going to church now? Like, where was that? Like years ago, you know? So I think I resented, not God, but like just going to church. Because all the times when I went, I feel like some of the fakest people are in church. I don't feel like, there's a picture. I don't remember where I saw it. It's probably on Google somewhere. There's a picture of a church on the cliff. The cliff, so it's people going into the church and falling out at the bottom. They're falling out at the bottom. And it's because I think the message was like, just because you go to church don't mean you're going to heaven. You may go to hell. Like, some of the worst people go into church and they end up going to hell, which is down there. And that's where I made up in my own mind that I don't think church was actually like it's not the place. I think church is the people. I think church is the people. Yeah. You know, church is that's like... That's a bar. I didn't need to... I think church is the people. It's not really the place that you go and everyone gets all dressed up and dancing. Yeah, we can have church on the balcony right there, dude. We can have church in the living room right here. We come together and pray in here, out there, on the corner. Mm-hmm. We ain't got to go to the building or a shrine. You know, we ain't got to... we can praise him wherever, and that's church. Yeah. Yeah, man. I agree with that. I agree.
That's me. I definitely agree with that. Yeah, I want to start, and if you ever want to come in, pull up. I want to start doing like a men's Bible study.
Oh, dude,
You
that's
know what
awesome.
I'm
We had
saying?
that at school. We had that at Newberry. I went my last year. I was like, oh my God, I was like avoiding it for the longest because I was just like, I didn't know who was going to be there. I was more like, what do people think of me if I go like that? I finally just got out of that. I was like, I'm just going to go. I need to go for me, not whatever people think of me.
Yeah.
I need to go for me. And that's what finally happened.
I realized this, right? Because I've sometimes deal with thinking, oh, people are gonna think this and that about me, doing this, being Christian, blah blah blah. They might say, well, you do this, you do that, and then at the end of the day, I'm like, hey, bro, I'm rocking with Jesus because I need him. You know what I'm saying? Because if I leave it up to me, I'm a wild man, and I think that I was thinking about it yesterday. The way I was explaining it is, as a human being, I'm going to fall short to mankind, to human error, and my best strategy against that is to be able to lean on something beyond mankind, you know what I'm saying? So just something beyond myself, and still do the best I can, in my human experience, but also understanding that life is a lot deeper than I think we're able to see.
Oh, for sure. The powers that be, higher power, dude. And I don't want to like contradict myself here when I say, but like, I think we need some sort of like, I told my girlfriend about this too. Like, I feel like as a human race, as a species, we need something to believe in, because if we had the answers to everything, I don't think we'd be here. I think we'd kill each other. I think we would kill, like, if we woke up one day and say, yeah, I'm this and I'm that, and nothing can stop me, or there's no punishment. The same reason we have police, same reason we have any type of like security. It's like, because if we think that we can do whatever we want, a lot of bad's gonna happen. Mm-hmm. So there's a power at play at B for us to lean on, because if we do something that doesn't align with the powers that be, we're cut.
Yeah.
And once we leave here, we're cut, buddy. Them other guys are waiting for you.
Like, do we have to answer to our?
We have to answer. We're gonna have to answer for all the things that we've done, and so I think that's important.
Yeah.
As much as I want, like, believe in Jesus Christ, believe in our Lord and Savior. Like, it's gonna sound bad. Like I said, I don't want to contradict myself, but like, I just need people to believe in something.
Yeah.
Like, I believe in something, so you have some sort of a moral compass to go by. You're not just going around being a dickhead to everybody and treating people like this and that. And believe in something. Believe that if I do this is going to make me this type of person. If I don't do this will make me this type of person. Like, have something to believe in, so you're a civil, decent human being, and you're not got to be locked up or worse, get killed.
Yeah.
Much as I wanted you to be Jesus, I don't know. Believe in something. Believe in something.
Yeah, I also have that kind of mentality where, I'm a Christian, but if someone's like Muslim, like, honestly, I'd say what really opened me back up to God and having him be an important pillar of my life is in training. I met so many of my Middle Eastern homies who are Muslim, and just not only their dedication, but just seeing how friendly they were.
Yes.
Like, I got Jewish friends, I got Christian friends. My Muslim friends, I think, have always been the nicest, the kindest, the most, like, you know what I'm saying? So I've never really been the type to be like, we have different opinions on who the Messiah may be. You know what I'm saying? I think overall,
Yahweh.
Overall, like, hey, we cool on God, and are we
we cool on God?
Are we got a moral compass, like you said. So I think that's huge, man. And I think that I've seen it do a lot in my personal life, and I've seen it do good in other people's lives, and I've seen people who are very, let's say, like godless, so to speak. I've seen their lives take difficult turns and harder paths. And I don't know everybody to say that that's like a blanket
like
statement,
a thing. Yeah.
but just from my personal research and what I've seen in my life experience, that's something that I've learned, seen, and yeah, man. Dude, you guys can't see this, but we're at D Rice's house. He's got cool stuff all over the place. Are these like night helmets?
Yeah, one of them is. One of them's like my mom gave me one of them. It's the helmet from, you ever watched the movie Gladiator?
I have
Russell,
not, but
Russell Crowe.
I know.
Oh my God, man! That's like has one of the most iconic lines ever in cinematic history. He was like a husband to a murdered wife, father to a murdered son. I will have my vengeance. But it's like a popular movie. But it's not the helmet, but it's a replica of the helmet that he wore in the movie. It happened back in like medieval times, gladiators, arenas, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And that's just a helmet that my mom made. She was used to weld back in the day. She was a welder, so
wait, which one?
This metal helmet right here. It's like
she made that?
Yeah, she just welded that together. Yeah.
That's cool.
All right. Yeah.
Okay, does it fit on your head?
When I was a kid, they don't fit now. That's why it's just sitting up there. And that's a hat I got in college, a cowboy hat.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, man. What inspired me to get the hat was Chris Stapleton, man. I was trying to find one that looked like Chris Stapleton's hat.
Who's Chris Stapleton?
I don't want to say he's a country singer. He's just like a Southern singer. I don't want to say he's a Southern. He's just Chris Stapleton. He sings everyone knows it, even black people know this. It's called a song called Tennessee Whiskey. Yeah, he's the one that sings that. But I know way more songs than that. But that's the only one people know. That's the only one people recognize.
My boy, anytime, shout out Brian Rogers. Anytime he does, what do you call it? An open mic? Not an open mic, karaoke.
Karaoke, he plays that.
That's his song, Tennessee Whiskey.
So many other songs.
Strawberry wine.
Yep,
Yeah, that's a good one.
But yeah, that's what that is. And
that's not a who. There's a song called "Blue Ain't Your Color."
Blue Ain't Your Color. What's his Keith Urban? I think it's Keith Urban. Yeah, Keith Urban. That's a great song.
There's another song, maybe you know it. All I know is I think it might be called "Just Like You."
Just like you.
But he's like, "I'm your buckaroo that ain't that cool. I wanna be like you."
I know that song, but I don't know the name of it. I know that.
And grow as tall as you are.
Yeah.
Hey, that song put me on to country music because I was always like, I like all music except country.
Oh,
and then my boy was like, listen to this, and I was like, no, this song is amazing.
You know what's funny though? Like a lot of people, when I say a lot of people, I just feel like not white people that have never heard it. They think it's about, from my experience, they think it's about cousin loving, Alabama, y'all, like all that stuff. Like, bro, most of it's sad and love music. Most of it's like love music or sad. It's like the southern version of R&B. It literally is.
Yeah.
They're saying the same things in the R&B songs sometimes.
Yeah.
It's just in a different dialect. And that's what I try to tell my girls. Like, I feel like we listen to the same music, but it's just in a different, we interpret it in a different language.
Yeah. See, I'm from up north. I'm from New Jersey.
Oh, man, yeah.
So when I moved here, it was a lot of there was a lot of southern stuff, which was cool. I was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? But then I learned about racism in different ways. And I think sometimes the southern culture and racism, they'll have their overlap. So I do understand when people are just kind of taken aback by
it goes back to that, the only reason certain people think certain things is because they were taught these things. They were told these things. They didn't look into it themselves.
Yeah, 100%.
They didn't look into it themselves.
100%.
And of course, you're going to believe what your parents tell you to your parents.
Well, for me, it was more so I have, especially when you're growing up in middle school, bro, you got kids are kids. They'll say wild things. So I knew some kids who would say wild things. And they would also be the ones listening in the country. So I'd be
so you just associated the two together.
Yeah, bro, that's what y'all be.
They're not helping it. Those kids. Get him out of there. They're not helping. They're not helping.
Yeah, bro. I tell people all the time, like, bro, having a frontal cortex, like in your brain, when that really develops,
Yeah.
you start looking back at things you used to do and been like,
yo,
how could I be so foolish?
Mm-hmm.
You know, hey, that's a part of life. That's a part of growing up, man.
I think I've had the blessed opportunity to just be around. I grew up in a diverse household, so not all my siblings looked like me. So I had
you got like blacks, whites, Asian,
so
Indian.
I have Asian. So Asian.
You do have Asian.
Yeah, I do have Asian, and then
are they like half siblings or like step siblings, adopted siblings? Okay.
So I had the opportunity to grow up with different cultures and experience different things, and then again, I went to a school that wasn't predominantly just one color. I had Hispanics, Caucasian, African American, so I was around multiple races and I grew up around them. So I had a chance that a lot of other people didn't have the chance to, was live with certain people and figure out how they tick and how they work. And all those assumptions that I had or thoughts that I had, out the window. It was just some programming that someone told me because they experienced that and that was their experience and that's how they felt or and that interaction may have lasted 30 seconds. My interaction that I had, my whole life. So I know versus you have an idea.
Yeah.
Like I know that they're not all like this and they don't all think this.
Yeah.
Heck no, dude.
Yeah.
And that, that's funny. And I make a lot of jokes about it too. It's just like, I say I'm on both sides of the fence. I know how to blend in on both sides of the fence because I've been around. I just joke about it all the time, and I just feel like if more people were just open-minded, instead of just like running off after they hear the one thing, be more open-minded to different races and how they think and how they process. And not every white dude's racist, not every black dude's a thug. Not. This is gonna sound bad, but no. Not every Hispanic lady's a cleaning lady, it's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Some of these Spanish women can't cook.
Some of them can't actually cook.
No, I definitely hear what you're saying, and I 100% agree. I think that you can't.
You can't put everybody in a box.
Statements over everything. Yeah, no, like absolutes of these people, even men, women, right? Like, women this, men that. Like, I think anytime you're speaking in absolutes, you're just aiming yourself in not the direction of growth
at all whatsoever. And it kind of goes back to mindset. It's like, I suck at this. Okay, yeah, you suck because you said that. Mm-hmm. You will suck at this. I'm not smart enough to do this. Well, you never will be because you keep telling yourself that. The moment you wake up and realize that I can do this and I can do this and I can do that, you will. Or you'll make that step, that baby step, that short win to that overall goal of yours.
Amen.
Because my mama said so. Yeah, but did you ask him?
Yeah.
Did you consider? Did you go out of your way and I'm not disrespecting your mom, but I actually want to hear it from him. I want to see. Yeah. Something's off.
Yeah. 100%.
I know you told me, but I don't feel the same way.
Yeah. It's interesting. I like how you do that when you do the whole I know you said this, Mom. It was interesting how you do it because you do it looking up.
Yeah.
As in a child looking
exactly.
up to
the
parent.
Yeah.
But, and it's funny because it's a lot of these ideas or how we feel about things are things that we've developed and made our minds up about when we were so young.
So young. How would you know? How do you know? You haven't experienced nothing yet.
Mm-hmm.
How would you know?
Literally, dude.
You don't.
All right, man. Before we wrap this up, I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you to talk to young D. Rice. You know what I'm saying? Young D. Rice, he's about to, his coach just told him, hey, man, how about you go wrestle? And he's like, all right, man. What's the advice you got to young D. Rice? Look this man in his face and let him know. Let him know what's going on.
My dude, whatever decision you make, just know that it doesn't define you and that you already are somebody and you have nothing to prove to nobody. So it's up to you if you want to step on that mat or you don't. You can do anything you want in this life, man. Just start to believe in yourself. Don't wait around for someone to come tell you. Good luck.
That was good, bro.
This guy, get out of here.
That was good, bro.
Get out of here.
That was good, bro.
Get out of here, dude.
All right, guys. This dude's got me. He's got me choking up. Thank you guys for watching today's episode of the Dropout 704 podcast. I'm here with D Rice. Check us out. We'll have all of his info in the description down below. Thanks for watching the show. Support. Get some merch. Do your thing.
Yes, sir.
I love you. Jesus loves you more. Peace out.